Smith to punt it away. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 22-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They run it again with Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll run with Cook, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A very solid gain of 27.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go. Blue landed.
Again, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards.
Go ahead.
Handoff comes to Cook. And some room to maneuver. Room to run past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
12. 21. Here we go. Go ahead.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
11.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Four down.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 11.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
11.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
12, fellas, here we go.
Move.
Wait, 20. Wait, 80. Go ahead.
Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
80. Go. 80.
Play.
Black.
Check. 53's Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Jackson forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Leopard!
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Nazir Jones breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
57's the mic.
On first down, Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Three down.
Black 80! Wait, 80!
I can't believe they let you play.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
21. Here we go.
A give. This is Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
12, fellas, here we go. 13.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Finding some room at midfield. Caught left side by Hilton. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Run! Check.
Black 80! 11. Mike. Go ahead.
You think you're going to get this?
Again, it's Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
12, 12. 6, 6. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11. 2, 2, 2.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught. Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Hey, go, go.
Here we go, here we go.
Go ahead.
We got motion. Back up, back up. Go, 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 go.
They run. Cook might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
13. Go ahead, go ahead.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Sean Lee in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Black.
57 for Mike.
6, 6. 21, 21. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Garoppolo now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
21, 21.
On the carry, it's Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Chinese on Ringo.
21, 21. 180! 180! Sit hot! Sit hot!
Watch 84. He's going.
Back now here on EA Sports.
Hey, gun, gun.
Hey. We got 3. We got
180! Go ahead. 180!
Watch 84. Watch 84.
Go ahead.
Motion.
12, 12.
Motion.
I got you.
Now a run with Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down. Dash, 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 go, go, go.
Now Jackson on first down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. On third down, Jackson lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Throw left side caught by Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And some space here. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Detroit! Detroit!
Kill, 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 kill.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Run!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Alert, alert.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Go, go, go.
13.
Mike. 57's the Mike.
11.
Time to go now.
11.
57's the Mike.
12, fellas, here we go.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's get it.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Sean Lee in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go. 180!
They can't hang with us. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
11.
Mike's 57's Mike.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here we go. 11.
57. Mike, 57.
Go ahead. 11. 21.
Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
Garoppolo looking deep for Hilton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Broncos on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now.
Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Jackson. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson will throw again. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Brandon, this is a good spot in the field to go for it. A lot of coaches call this no man's land. A field goal is no short thing, and neither is a punt. They made the right choice, went for it, and picked up the first down.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
11. 6. 2. Go ahead. Watch that.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check 88.
13. Make it go.
I got it.
12. 11.
57's the mic. Watch.
11.
Push him back.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute
11.
mess.
21.
57's the mic.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That goes for a gain of 31. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Randall Cobb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss.